Hello and welcome to Meeple Soup Reviews. So my name's Stuart and I am the one who is running this channel. I started it up just before 2023 happened, and behind me, as you can see, I've got my collection of what was released in 2022. I've got a few more games other than these that I got last year, but these are the ones that are tracking on my board game app as actually being released. So there will be a few more than these, which are ones that were delayed in shipping or are ones that had already been released that I bought myself. So I want to talk a little bit because in starting this channel, I want to talk a little bit about 2022. So for me, 2022 was a bit of a rough year. Even though I've got all these lovely, wonderful board games behind me, I have only been able to play one, which is Vagrant Song, which I played near enough instantly once I got it, which was for Christmas. The reason being is that of late November, early December in 2021, I was not well. I was having a lot of fainting episodes, finding my balance really bad, and just feeling very groggy from day to day. It all came to a head when I collapsed while out shopping and got rushed to the nearest hospital, and then it was found out that my iron count and my blood counts were both ridiculously low. So started having blood transfusions and iron infusions, and after a few more tests and a few more checkovers, was diagnosed with stomach cancer. So a lot of the stuff I had happened. So I had a colonoscopy and a nasal one, and that was the defining moment where it was going to be one of the three C's. It was either going to be Crohn's disease, celiac, or cancer, and that narrowed it down to being obviously this big C word that everyone doesn't like. So I spent a lot of 2022 in hospital and having surgery. So I've had a full stomach removal. So a lot of these games came, and the most I did was unpack them, sleeve them if I had sleeves, get them all into their sorting trays if they've got sorting trays. So I've got a lot of catching up to do this year. I'm still in the recovery phases, so I've had my stomach surgery. It's been nearly 12 weeks now, so I'm near the end of that. I've also got a thyroid operation to go for as well, and obviously, as you can imagine, that's taken me out of the hobby for near enough a whole year. What's also bad is it's taken me out of work. So I had spent the last 4 years training to become a teacher, and I got to do it for a little bit. I got to do it as a cover teacher with a agency, but near the end of it I carried on until the January of 2022. So I knew I was already ill, but I carried on going just to finish off up until the half term. And I was not able to cope. I was not able to control the classroom or anything. And by this time also out, playing these games even with my partner, let alone going out and playing them with other people, I started to become non-existent and extremely difficult. So my plans for this whole channel idea is to kind of kickstart that hobby back up again, kind of start to go through these games, play them, go out and play them with other people, make some new friends, and yeah, hopefully start to ignite that passion again. There are a lot of games in here that I am so ready to play. A lot of them have got really good reviews. It's just up until now there hasn't been the time to play them. So a lot of the reviews on the channel, I'm starting off with one series which is called Wisp, Why You Should Play, which is going to be taking some more commonly seen games that you would find in most people's collections, or at least in a board game cafe, and you can readily pick them up in board game shops, even sometimes in other shops as well, like bookshops and stuff. And the idea of it is to, while I'm igniting my passion back up, is to ignite a new passion for newcomers, to give them games that would make a very nice starting base for them to get into the hobby. Not necessarily buy into the hobby, because at least in the UK, 2023 is starting off with a very financially distraught state, what with a looming depression after COVID and everything else. So I want to try and encourage more people to go out, make friends, and find people and who also enjoy board games and tabletop games in general. So I know it's a bit of a downer video, and not really the thing you should put up as a first video on a channel, but I felt like with 2023 now being nearly a whole month in, it was time to address that for myself. And this whole video is to help with the kickstarting me into playing more games. I've got good 150 odd things that I've backed that are still to come or to finish being developed on top of this. I mean, this is a very small chunk of my collection. My collection is nearly 600 odd games. A lot of them are expansions as well, so once you take the expansions out, you're probably at about 400 or so. And I want to be able to try and review as many as I can, because a lot of these are ones that people don't know a lot about or haven't seen, or haven't been as heavily covered by a lot of channels, and it'd be nice to share those, those different games. I have got a few other ideas for a few other bits on the channels, but I'm going to keep them close to my chest at the moment. I just want to see if I can get a series off the ground and start trying to get a regular scheduling sorted out. It's going to take a while because, as I said, I'm still recovering. I'm having to get used to very basic tech, because alongside obviously not being well, I've been out of work for a long time, so this is mostly being funded on what I've already got. But I plan to do the best I can with what I've got, and hopefully you'll all enjoy it. So with that, I'm going to finish this off because we're already at nearly 10 minutes long of recording, and here's to 2023, hoping that I can take my own advice and keep some friends close and keep my tables full of lovely board games. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please do click like and subscribe to the channel. There will be more content coming very soon. Have a look over my socials as well, Instagram and Facebook, which I'll put links to in the bio below as well. And yeah, enjoy your new year.